Welcome back to Cloud Kitten Chronicles. I am not Megan. It is Megan's birthday coming up soon, and Megan is a terrible person to buy gifts for because she never knows ever anything that she ever wants, so then I'm stuck trying to figure out what to get her. Obviously, Megan likes books, so I figured what better gift to get her than a bunch of books. The only problem is this. There are so many books, and I don't know what books are in here. I don't even think Megan knows what books are in here. So I thought that it would be fun to vlog myself going to the bookstore, try to pick out 5 or 6 books that Megan would like that hopefully aren't on this bookshelf. What I decided is that if I go and get her a book that we already have on our bookshelf, that we'll give it away to our lovely kittens that watch this channel. So I will be giving the instructions on how to actually win one of these books that we're going to be giving away at the end of the video, so stick around so that you know exactly what you need to do. So before we head out to the store, I should probably actually sit here and try to memorize at least some of the books that we have. It does not help that everything is upside down. Megan, organize your bookshelf. You know what? This is impossible. Screw it. We're just gonna go to the store. Okay, come on guys. Echo, do you know what to get Megan for her birthday? Huh? What are we getting her? What are your ideas? What books don't she have? Yeah, I know, you're super excited to get her books. Right? Well, you can't come with me. You can't read. Enough procrastinating, I need to go and get her books. Onwards! So, I haven't been to Barnes & Noble in a while, and there's a ton of them, so I need to Google where we're going. See you when you were there.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. Ooh, I never touch my choo-choo.
All right, we got to our Barnes & Noble, so I can go and buy Megan some books now. Man, does this make me a booktuber now? I'm vlogging about books and wanting to buy some books at a bookstore. I don't know if I can be a male booktuber. I'm not sexy enough. All those other male booktubers are way too sexy for me. I don't think I fit that bill, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Okay, let's go inside. We are in. Now I need to get something that Megan will actually like. Now, I know that Megan is super into fantasy as well as young adult, so I need to find that section. I mean, I could use some cookbooks, but I don't think Megan wants any cookbooks. No, I don't think we need to be in the sports section. Ooh, manga. I can be in that section, but I don't think that's what Megan wants. Okay. Science fiction. Science fiction. Fantasy. Okay, I think we're in the right section. Here's some hot tea for you. I actually think that the cover is actually pretty important, and choosing a book based on a cover is not that big of a deal. So that's what we're gonna be looking for, is the best covers, and then I'll read the back and see if Megan will like it. So hopefully we'll be able to find something dystopian, and I mean, I think they got plenty of books, so we should have enough that I highly doubt we're gonna get a duplicate.
Turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.
Aw man, this book actually looked great based on the cover. The Kingdom of Copper. This is definitely something that I would buy. The problem is that it's not obvious that this is the second book in the series. If you're gonna have a second book in the series, put it somewhere on the cover so I don't have to go digging inside of it to know that it's the second book in the series. I've heard of the City of Brass, so maybe I can find that one to get. I can't find The City of Brass. Why can't you put the first book in the series next to the sequel to it so that I can buy it?
Join in. You better grab that tambourine. Bring the bass, we might be wicked. We may be forced to cause a scene. Make some trouble, baby.
Okay, so I've gotten 3 books so far, but I was just told I'm not supposed to be filming, so I have to turn off the camera, but I'll get back to you. All right, so I am outside of the Barnes & Noble. Sadly, they told me that they didn't want me filming inside, which probably makes sense. They said that they didn't want people filming their customers, but they also said they didn't want me filming the like promo boards, which I don't know if that really makes sense because it's kind of like giving promo to more authors, but whatever, that's fine. So, sorry, I can't exactly tell you what books I went and bought before I give them to her, so you're gonna be just as surprised as she is. But I went a little bit overboard and I ended up buying 7 books, one of which is a joke book, so we'll see how Megan reacts to that. And I picked out a lot of hardcovers, so it was pretty expensive, so expensive that it ended up being $180. Oops. Hope Megan's okay with that. Although I'm sure she will be quite happy to have a very large birthday present. I had them wrap it so I don't have to do it myself. And we're gonna go home and give them to her and see how she responds. So, see you guys when I get home. Come in, don't you look. Happy birthday!
Books! I like
Oh
books.
shit, I didn't even think about there being Barnes & Noble on the bag.
You kind of can't hide what's in it when, you know, there's the giant words literally all over it.
Well, you don't know what books they are, so deal with it.
And that's what matters.
No, okay, you're all out, go. Out.
They want to know what books you got.
They can find out later when they're trying to eat them. So I know that I came home pretty late today because I was away shopping for your birthday presents. So I thought that we could open them on camera.
I guess I will allow
Now
it.
that you know that they're books, I guess.
But I don't know if they're good books
Exactly.
yet. You could have chosen bad books.
Or books that we have already.
Or that's probably
Buying
more
books
likely.
with you for so hard because I had no clue what books we have. It's not like we have a database that I can reference or anything.
And some of them are hidden behind the other books.
Yeah, exactly. Like there are layers of books here. Like there's no way. So
Which one am I opening first?
That's up to you.
No, you have to pick them.
But I don't even know what they are. I didn't even
Well-
wrap them. I had the people at Barnes & Noble wrap them, and they did a way better job than I would have done.
Do you think I can tell through the paper what book it is?
Yeah, you should be able to. It's
I
pretty
mean,
obvious.
The cover is slightly indented, but I can't read Braille or letters.
You can't read letters? That's a problem.
I can't read letters with my fingers.
She's a fake. I would
If I can't
explain
read.
why you're super into audiobooks.
No, you don't know me. I'm literate, I swear.
Come on, open it.
Oh, this one. I've heard
you've
of
seen
this
that
one.
Really?
I have seen this one on Twitter.
Well, there you go. We got his book or her book.
Their book.
Their book.
So one of them.
This was the one that I got that I wasn't entirely sure about because it's kind of like a joke on the tropes of fantasy. I know that you like making fun of tropes, so I thought you might enjoy it.
That is true. It might give me some ideas for a video.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, I think this is a like parody retelling. Yeah, once upon a time. That makes
That
it
actually
pretty clear.
almost made me put it down because I was like, oh, puns. I was like, I don't want a book of puns.
I had been like interested in this, but it's not one I would have gone out of my way to buy, and now I have to read it.
Next book.
There's an awful lot of books in there.
There's an awful lot of books in there.
Stronger, Faster, and More Beautiful by Arwen Ellis Dayton. I've never heard of this one.
So I realized that I was buying all books in the fantasy section and that I should actually look in the YA section too. And this one caught my eye a little bit. Initially I was like, oh, it's probably something like stupid contemporary. Sorry, we don't like contemporary very much. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They're gonna come after us.
But it says that it's about like in the future and it's kind of like a focus on how we're going to react as a species to like future technology and making modifications to people's bodies and stuff like that.
Okay, I can dig that. I mean, you know me, I wrote multiple articles in college about designer babies and
Exactly.
stuff.
So that sounded like it touches on that topic.
Ooh, man, taking risks over here going towards the contemporary side of things. Interesting. This is heavy.
That's the biggest one, I think,
Is it?
actually. Oh my god, talking about big books. There was a book that was just massive, and it was the third book in a series, and I looked and it was almost 900 pages.
Jeez, what was this, George R.R. Martin?
The book was Queen of Air and Darkness.
That one's that long?
It's 900 pages long. Look how thick.
I've seen the cover of that one online and stuff, but I've never seen the physical.
Yeah, on the back, it shows all of the books, like, in the different series that the author had written. So I thought this was, like, a collection of all of them, but it's not. It's just the third book.
I'm noticing a lot of hardcovers.
There's a lot of hardcovers.
Someone knows my hardcover fetish.
Exactly. I also have that hardcover fetish. Everything's better when it's hard.
Alright, let's see what you got. Boundary Side by Robert Jackson Bennett.
You really liked Six of Crows, and this one was giving me a really Six of Crows vibe. Dark fantasy, but like closer to reality, and the main character is like a thief, and there's magic involved.
I love my gray area main characters. A thief main character, I can go for that. I'm digging the covers. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I told them, is that I'm going to pick based on my opinions of covers. Of like what covers look the best.
Because people judge books by covers. That's how it works.
I already told them. I told them my hot tea.
It is a long one though.
Okay, it's like 500 pages.
It's a really long one, I say.
Yeah, as it's your book size.
I believe it is 500 and something. Why does this one feel so much thicker than Aletheia? Does it have like thicker paper?
No, that's like the same.
Oh, it's taller though.
All right, we're 3 for 3.
Three for
I'm doing a good job.
This one's tiny.
It's super tiny.
It's cute.
I think you're gonna think it's cute.
Am I? What the hell is this? Whoa, man! Whoa!
I joke with her all the time about her being hard to buy gifts for, so I always tell her that I'm gonna buy her a bunch of erotica. So I bought her a hot and steamy Yuri manga. So it's a manga, so it even has pictures.
Oh my god. Girlfriends, the complete collection by Milk Morinaga. Oh, and it's one of the ones you read backwards.
No,
it's manga.
that's why you read manga backwards.
That's weird though. Does that mean I turn it this way?
Yeah.
And like this is the front part of it? That's so weird. How am I gonna remember to do that? I'm gonna pick it up and try to read it this way, and I'm gonna get spoilers. Why would they make it backwards?
Because you read Japanese from right to left.
But why? It's messing with my mind that it's backwards, like seriously.
You should have seen the person look at me when I was checking out these books. I come in with all these normal looking books, and then this is on top of the stack.
I've never read a manga.
Actually, I have some manga. Some good manga.
Yours look boring.
No, they're good.
You have like 2. And they're like not erotica manga, so like
No.
why would I read them?
Oh, here we go.
Whoa! We can't even show that on YouTube. Full on nipples.
There we go.
Oh!
That's pretty close.
That's a bit more than a nipple right there.
Look, it's even got drip going down the side.
Just in case you can see the drip, they have to write drip. Wow.
No, this is too steamy for YouTube. That was my joke gift. The rest are real ones.
I'm still probably gonna give it a try.
Okay.
You convinced me with all the nipples.
I didn't do a ton of looking into what the actual story is, so I don't know if it's a good one or not.
But there's drawings of nipples.
Drawings of nipples and dripping.
J. Kristoff. Oh, Nevernight. This is one that I've been wanting to buy for a long time.
Yes, I chose the one that you knew about. Oh my god.
did.
I'm so happy.
Nevernight. I've heard like a lot of good things about J. Kristoff books for a long time, and I've just never happened to pick one up yet.
But I was laughing because this was like a staff recommendation. They literally just wrote the first 3 sentences of the synopsis.
Wow, that's cheap.
That's a great recommendation.
This is actually really good too because I've been thinking that you would really like J. Kristoff.
I was actually excited after reading the synopsis of this. Another thing that convinced me to get this book too is I was reading the quotes on the back of the second book, like Hogwarts, but with a lot of violence and sex. I was like, there we go, that's a good one.
That was the main flaw in the Harry Potter series. Ooh, I might have to start this one soon.
Ooh, doing so good.
5 for 5?
No.
Well, I mean, the manga one is a little more questionable.
I assumed that we wouldn't have that one.
But it has nipples.
It's got nipples.
So like, I don't know if that counts as a win or not. But still got 2 more.
We have 2 more.
And one of these gonna be ones we already own. Oh, I've seen this very recently.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of really good things about it, and so I really wanted to pick it up, especially because I love the cover of it. But it was also interesting because it draws on African history and mythology. And I was like, I know literally nothing about African mythology, so it sounded really interesting.
It's interesting that like you have to look past the words to see any of the drawings.
And they like all meld together.
I'll count this as a win.
Yes!
No, you're doing too good.
Only one left!
Will this be the one? How confident are you in this one?
I don't remember what it is, so.
Wow, forgetful much. Ooh, it isn't one we own.
Yes!
Yeah!
Josh wins!
Wow, Vita Nostra. That's in a different language.
So, this was actually literally the first one that I picked up just because I love the cover. I'm super into the style of concept art, and this one really drew my eye because of that. And it's actually a translation.
They didn't give it a translated name?
Guess not.
Psychological suspense, enchantment, and terror that makes us consider human existence in a fresh and provocative way. No, you weren't supposed to win all of them.
However, I did tell them that I would be giving books away because I had just assumed that I would at least pick a couple of ones that we already had.
You know what though? They can capitalize on one of my main fails.
What's that?
So I went on a big Amazon book buying binge last year. And it turns out it's really easy to accidentally add a book to your cart twice on Amazon. And then when you go to check out, it doesn't put it in the list twice. It puts it once with the number 2 next to it. And I didn't check that.
You didn't tell me about this. You didn't tell me we had book extras sitting around.
So we have 3 duplicates that have been sitting on the shelf completely unread that just exist. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, so we're giving away First Life by Gina Showalter, The Host by Stephanie Meyer, and Passenger by Alexandra Bracken.
So to enter to win, just comment down below your order of which of these you'd rather win, and then we'll choose a random commenter of the people who commented which they'd rather, and then the first person gets first pick, second person gets second pick, and third person gets whatever's left.
So yeah, leave a comment down below. And tell us if any of those books that I managed to buy you know about and you actually like too. Because I'm also interested in reading a lot of those, so I want to know which one I can read first.
Actually, yeah, tell me which one to read first, because I'd like to read one of them and I don't know which one. And don't say the manga one, because I'm going to read that one tonight, so...
I was going to say, like, manga, usually because of their pictures, you can usually get through those in like a couple of hours.
You know, just to get it out of the way, off the TBR. Not because I'm super interested or anything.
So, I spent a lot of money on those books.
How much?
So, I mean, they're all hardcover up there, and hardcovers usually run like $24 to $30.
Oh.
So, happy birthday! I spent $180.
Oh my god! On just books.
Oops.
Well, thank you.
You are welcome. Alright guys, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already for some weird reason, go share this video with your friends so that they can maybe win the book too. And if you want, you can become a patron.
We got a Discord chat.
Discord.
In the upper tiers, he will harshly critique your writing.
And you can go ask some of our patrons. I'm pretty harsh.
Read everywhere.
But nobody has dropped me yet, so they must think I'm useful. Alright.
So yeah.
See ya.